Hi, welcome to another insightful moment on Motiva podcast. My name is Victoria Imaging, and I want to say it's a great time to be alive. Yes, it's a great time to be alive. I know the situation right now is terrible. The news read a lot of bad headlines. Inflation rate is high. Unemployment rate is increasing. Hiking food prices, fuel price, and so many negative situations going on in the world right now. I understand that fact, but that's why we need to stay positive. We need to look on the brighter side of things. For every leader, it's important to have the ability to stay positive and to be able to cheer people up in that direction. So today what we are discussing 5 ways to handle stress and depression. The situation is overwhelming, and we know a lot of people can easily slip into depression, slip into stress, and they may not be able to handle what's going on. So how do you deal with stress? First, let's quickly run through some of the signs of stress. How do you know that someone is stressed or depressed? Now, I'll be sharing few emotional signs of stress. And when you see that somebody is often anxious, that's anxiety and agitated, is an emotional sign of stress. Unhappiness and depression. Now, depression is sadness that is deepened. Now, feeling overwhelmed, when you see someone feeling so overwhelmed by situations, moodiness, irritability, angry outbursts here and there more often than usual, then loneliness and isolation. When people are stressed, they tend to isolate themselves from other people. They tend to feel lonely, to separate themselves and be on their own. So those are signs of stress, emotional signs of stress. Now let's get down to the 5 ways that you can deal with stress and depression. The first thing you need to do to handle stress and depression is meditation. Now that works for me really fast, like magic. Take out time to meditate on motivational books, meditate on Bible scriptures. Bible is filled with stories of men and women like us who have gone through a lot, who have had challenges, who have had issues in their journey of life, and reading it can help. You can get something encouraging. There are encouraging words in the book of Psalms, there are encouraging words in Proverbs as well. So you can read a whole lot from the Bible and just ponder. What does it mean to meditate? Meditation is pondering over something, to reflect upon, to study, to sit and focus your attention on something and think upon it. So meditate. You can meditate on books, you can meditate on just something beautiful, good memories that you've had. Just sit down and think upon and reflect upon those good times, not in a way that is worrying. People worry and think they are meditating. No, meditation is that point and that place where you are at rest and ease. There is quietness in you and you are just focused on that one thing you're studying or reading or thinking about. Okay, so take out time to meditate. It works really great. The next point is confession. That is confessing positively, speaking out positively. Now, it is said that people who are depressed are people who have very negative feelings about themselves, negative thought patterns about themselves, and people who are less involved in activities. Now, what negative thinking does to you is you feel like you don't deserve the good life, you feel like the world is unfair, that you're not lucky like every other person, you feel like you're not doing enough, so undeserving of love, undeserving of good things. And that negative thought pattern is capable of sending you into depression. So you need to speak out even when it's unlikely. Speak positively. Situations are bad. People have challenges. You need to be confessing positive words to yourself. Talk to yourself that this thing is going to turn around. It will pass, and everything is going to work for your good. Just keep confessing positively. Then also pray. Pray about it. Prayer is another way of communication. You can speak out boldly, speak scriptures, speak whatever it is that you believe in. Speak it out boldly until you believe it. Don't just stop talking. The third thing to do to deal with worry, stress, and depression is rest. We need a lot of rest. You need to re-energize by resting. You can rest by sleep. Sleep well. It's very healthy. Sleep well. Take a good stroll out to a very beautiful garden or any site that inspires you. Take a stroll to that site. Listen to music. Go to a cheerful environment where there are happy people. You can also relax by watching good movies, reading novels, reading inspirational stories. That will help a lot. It will energize you, inspire you, bring you back to the point where you can see things differently, you can see things more positively. That's a way to deal with stress. The fourth thing to do in dealing with stress and depression is exercise. Exercising and finding an exciting hobby. Medical people have often advised that it is good to exercise often, at least once in a week, at least. Taking that time to exercise helps your mind, your body, your soul. It releases hormones that inspires you, that excites. I heard a story of a woman who was having a bad experience in her marriage and she decided to start exercising. She was advised to start exercising. Funny, right? But when she started exercising every day, she started feeling different about her marriage. Her excitement, everything came back, changed. Her opinion about her husband, everything changed just from exercising. That's what she said. They were at the verge of divorce and they didn't divorce because when she engaged in exercise, she got that energy. Different scope of thinking came to her. So exercise is very good. It's therapeutic as well. Works a whole lot of ways in making you positive and seeing things differently. I remember anytime I exercise, I feel very light, very excited. I always feel like I'm ready to take on the world. That exciting feeling is always there. So try to exercise and also find a new hobby. If you have something you do for fun, engage in it. And if you have friends that also have hobbies that is exciting, learn something new and engage in it. It's going to help your mind. It's going to help you to stay inspired. Now, the fifth thing you need to do to deal with stress is being around supportive friends. That's what we call social support. Try as much as possible to engage with your friends who are positive. No man is an island. Anytime you feel down, know those set of friends that when you talk to them, when you go to their place, they are capable of lifting your spirits. They are very motivational, inspirational, and they can encourage you. They can give you a lift up. So find a circle of friends, circle of association whereby when you are in their midst, you have no reason to think failure. You have no reason to feel down and disappointed. So it's very important to be in the midst of people. Remember I said that depressed people are people who isolate themselves. If you're stressed, they isolate, they engage in less activity. They are not active. So don't drive yourself to that zone. Try as much as possible. If you notice any of the stress signs and symptoms I mentioned earlier, get up to work. Do something. Get involved. Be active. Just do anything to keep your mind working and be around friends that are inspirational. I know there are more points to share, but these are my 5 major ways of dealing with worry, stress, and depression. I hope you find this very helpful. I hope you really utilize the information you've gotten today. And if it means something to you, if it helps you, I want to hear feedback from you. Send us a voice message via the voice message link in the description. And don't forget to follow us on social media. I'm on Facebook, Victoria Imaje. I'm on Instagram. So do ensure to follow me. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at NDMP TV. Some of the podcast episodes would also be posted there as well. So do engage with us, subscribe, like, and listen. That's it from here in this episode. See you in the next episode. Have a fulfilling life. Have an awesome life. Stay positive and don't let stress drown you. So see you.